What's going on, guys? John Alder here from Codemy.com, and in this video, we're going to start to set up the shopping cart for our e-commerce website with Django and Python. Now, guys, like I said, in this video, we're going to start to set up the shopping cart. But before we get started, if you like this video, want to see more like it, be sure to smash the like button below, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, and check out Codemy.com, where I have dozens of courses with thousands of videos that teach you to code. Use coupon code YouTube50 to get 50% off lifetime membership. It's all my courses, videos, and books for a one-time fee, which is insanely cheap. Okay, moving right along. In the last video, we set up the category pages, these guys right here, so we can click on each category. In this video, we want to start to set up the shopping cart. So we have up here this little button that says cart, and it will update whenever you add things to your cart and all that good stuff. It's going to take us a couple of videos to get this going because there's lots of moving pieces, but that's what we're going to look at in this video. So let's head over to our code. I'm using the Sublime Text Editor and the Git Bash terminal as always. And as always, you can find a link to the code in the pinned comment section below, as well as a link to the playlist with all the other videos in this Django series. So check that out if you haven't so far. Right now over here, we've got basically a store app and then our ecom sort of overlapping project. So inside this ecom project up here, we have just one app, this store app, right? So we need to add a new app to our project. So I guess we don't have to do this, but it's sort of customary to separate things in your project, and a cart is sort of its own thing, right? So we're going to create its own app for it. So let's head over to our terminal, and our server's running. So I'm going to hit Control C, the control button and the C key at the same time to break out of there. I'm in my C ecom/ecom directory. My virtual environment is turned on. And let's run Python manage.py start app, and then let's name this thing cart. Okay, that should work. Now let's run our server again. Okay, so head back over to our code, and you may have to go to project and refresh folders. And if you do, boom, there's this new cart app. And inside of here, it has most of the things that our store app has, except there is no URLS.py file. So right away, whenever you create a new app, there's never a URLS.py file, and we always need one. So right click on cart, create new file, and then file save as, and let's call this URLS.py. Now we can go to our old URLS.py file and just copy everything from here, and let's paste that in. Now, obviously these paths are going to be different, so we'll take those out and go ahead and save this. We'll go ahead and add the paths in just a second. We have to go back to our original ecom app right here. And in the original URLS.py file, we need to add a reference to this new URLS.py file we just created. So let's come down here and let's go path. And here we want to point this to cart, and we want to include cart.urls, and be sure to put a comma at the end of it there. So, all right, that looks good there. So save this. Now we've created a new app in our project, and we need to reference that in the settings.py file. So let's head over to our settings.py file and scroll down a little bit to the installed apps. And if you remember back at the beginning of this course, we added the store app when we created that. Now we need to add the cart app. So we could just do that, go ahead and save that. And all right, we are good to go. So we're basically going to need 4 URLs in our cart. We're going to need a basic cart page, like a summary page where somebody can go and see what's in their cart. And we're going to need 3 more. We're going to need an add, a delete, and an update. So if we want to add things to the cart, we need a URL for that. If we want to delete things from the cart, we need a URL for that. And if we want to update things that are already in the cart, we need a URL for that. Now, we're not going to create actual pages for those, but we still need a URL. We'll probably use some Ajax and JavaScript to call it from the page, and it'll sort of fire in the background, but we still need URLs for all those things. So let's come in here and let's create these. Make sure you're tabbed over, use the tab key here. And then let's start out, let's create a path. And the first one, the summary page, we want it to point to nothing. So it'll just point to localhost:8000/cart/nothing. And then here, this is going to be views dot, and let's call this cart_summary, because this is going to be the summary page. And let's also name this cart_summary. Put our comma there. Now I'm going to copy this, and we need 3 more of these. So we also need one pointing to an add page, a delete page, and an update page. And then here, this is going to be cart_add. And here we'll name this cart_add. This one will be cart_delete. And again, we'll point this to cart_delete. And this one will be cart_update. And we'll name this cart_update. Okay, so that looks good. Our URLs are now sorted. Now we need actual views of these things. So let's head over to our views.py file inside of this cart directory. All right, so here we go. And we have a brand new URLS.py file. And let's define cart underscore summary. We always want to pass in a request. And for now, let's just pass. And like I said, we're going to need 3 more of these. So 2, 3. So this will be cart summary. This will be cart, let's see, add. This one will be cart delete. And this one will be cart update. Okay, so we've got our views. Let's start to build out the cart summary page. So this is going to return render. I want to pass in the request. We want to point this to cart underscore summary.html. Now we don't have this page yet. We'll create it in just a second. So let me copy this name. And finally, we need a context dictionary as always. So, all right, that looks good. Go ahead and save this. Now we need to create this cart summary page. Now, normally these go in the templates directory, and we could put it in this templates directory if we really wanted to, or we could just create a new one. If you put it in this templates directory, I'd put another directory in your templates directory, like a cart directory, and then this would point to like cart / whatever. But I think I'm just going to, for fun, come up here to our cart directory, right click and create a new folder. And down here at the bottom, call this templates as always. And if it didn't pop up, click refresh folders, and there it is. So we can right click on this, create a new file, go file, save as, and this is going to be cart underscore summary.html. And here, let's just say cart summary for now. So, okay, let's go to the website and see if that worked. We've got a lot of moving parts here and we did a lot of updating. So let's just go to localhost :8000 / cart. And when we do, we have an error, as I suspected. We did a whole bunch of new things. So let's just come back over here and break out of here and restart our server. That might just take care of it. Unless we actually did something wrong. Nope, there we go. It works now. So you might have to restart your server after making so many changes. So, okay, now it points to cart summary, and that looks good. So that page doesn't look great. It just says cart summary. We can fix this a little bit. Let's head over to our original, let's see, templates and homepage. And let's just copy all of this into this cart summary page. And up here at the top, let's have this say shopping cart, and below it, let's have it say view your cart, ... And we come down here, we don't need this section with all of the products, so we can take that out. And for now, I'm just going to put a bunch of line breaks to sort of break this up a little bit. I don't know, good enough. Okay, so now when we come back over here and go back to that cart page, hit reload. All right, now it says shopping cart, view your cart. Maybe we need some more line breaks in here, whatever. All right, but that's looking good. Now we've got this cart button up here. We might as well use it. So let's head over to our Navbar, and that is in our templates directory /Navbar, and scroll down to the bottom of this thing where we see this form thing and this button. Now we don't need a button. What we need is a link. So let's go href. There we go. And we want this to point to a Django URL pointing to cart underscore summary, because that's what we named it in our URLS.py file. This link needs a class of all of this stuff. So let's go right. I know this is all kind of crammed over here. We can sort of do it like this to make it easier to read if you want. Add this right there. All right, and then inside of this ahref link, we need all of this stuff. So we can just copy that and paste that in. There we go. Okay, that looks good. Now I think we can get rid of this button, hopefully. Okay, and again, this is kind of hard to read. If you want to tab all this over so you can read it easier, that's fine. But okay, that looks good. Let's go ahead and save this, head back over here, hit reload, and the button is still there, but now it's a link that we can actually click on. If we click on it, boom, it goes to our cart. And here we've got nothing right now, but we'll put something there pretty soon. And okay, we are ready to go. So I think we're going to stop in this video right here. We did a lot in this video, a lot of little moving parts, a lot of pieces. We added a new app, we put all new URLs, we put a bunch of new views. We've got now the infrastructure ready to create a session that will keep track of a specific user and what they put in their cart. And I think we're going to tackle that in the next video. So that's all for this video. If you liked it, be sure to smash the like button below, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, and check out Codemy.com where you can use coupon code YouTube50 to get 50% off lifetime membership. So that's access to all my courses, over 60 courses, thousands of videos, and the PDFs of all my best-selling coding books. Join over 180,000 students learning to code just like you. My name is John Elder from Codemy.com, and I'll see you in the next video.